So here I am reintroducing myself. I am Heavenly and I am an ex-procrastinator. Even though there probably is some things that I'm still procrastinating on, it's because I am professing out of my mouth that in this season and moving forward, I will be far more diligent in getting things done on time. So this is something that God has been telling me for the past few weeks to go ahead and move forward and get started on. In the past few months, my life has shifted a lot, but in very, very good ways. And I see how God has just been leading me to be more diligent about my time, because there is a lot of things He's calling for me to do, and I have to know how to be able to juggle all of them while also staying at His feet, not getting distracted. And so part of the reason I feel like this segment is because I feel like I'm not the only one. There's a lot of us who feel this call, feel this pull to move forward in the things that God has for us, but we also feel like we're trying to play catch up with things that we have procrastinated and that we have put off. And not just in our personal lives, but even in our spiritual lives, in our relationships, just in general. And it's okay. We have a God who is a God of restoration, who is a God who redeems time. And so we just got to work with Him. Faith without works is dead. So I have the faith and belief that the promises that God has for me is to come to fruition. And this is me lining up to get them. So I'm excited because there's some things I'm waiting to announce, but that because I've been moving forward just within the past few weeks, doors are opening like that. So super excited about that. And just seeing, the reward of that, of being diligent. One thing I would say about this process, right, is that for a lot of us, procrastination and kind of like delays have been a result of some of the spiritual warfare we have been through, right? Anyone who knows me knows that I openly talk about my battle that I had with depression. And I say had because I know I no longer deal with that spirit. However, when you have gone through traumatic things like depression or any other battle in that type of way, because war is traumatic. That's why people who go to war a lot of times deal with PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. We do that in the spirit realm as well. And what those look like is strongholds. And so the Lord was showing me that there are a lot of us who have been delivered of things, but because we have the strongholds attached in the trauma still within our soul, it allows the enemy to still kind of keep us in these cycles. And I won't even really say the enemy, but I would say that sometimes ourselves, right? So for me, I used to deal with chronic fatigue. God delivered me from chronic fatigue. I literally no longer have pains and falling asleep at the wheel when I drive. It was seriously bad, but I went through kind of like a self-deliverance, literally just in my room. And I literally was delivered. Like the next morning after doing everything, I was waking up at 6 a.m. every morning when I would normally sleep in until 1 p.m. and had so much energy, was getting so much done. And so I know that the fatigue and the pain and the drowsiness I was feeling was it was a demonic attack. And so with that means that I had created a habit of sleeping in later, of just not getting certain things done because I would think about it. I was planning in my mind, but I would never put action to it. I would never put it to paper. I would never really take the steps to complete some things. And so, like I said, within the past few months, there's been some things that has shifted in my life. And so, one of the things that I started doing was planning. I used to make vision boards and I stopped. And so I remade a new vision board. I just started writing down what are the things that I know I need to get accomplished. And just, again, throughout this series, I will explain more of like in detail the little things that I'm doing that's helping me to overcome the procrastination. But back to the part about it being attached to the strongholds and the cycles that it produces. We continue to go through those cycles and they keep us stagnant. And so this is me actively walking through it, actively pushing through it. And I'm just calling to anyone who feels like they are doing the same thing in their life. If you're looking for accountability, if you're looking for motivation, if you're looking for prayer, hit your girl up. Subscribe, like, watch, follow me on this journey as I do it. I love it because as much as this can seem like it's a selfish thing, because it's like I'm focusing on the things I know that I'm supposed to do, it does incorporate a lot of the people around us. I believe that even in the things that seem like it's selfish, when you're focusing on getting things aligning yourself, it never is. He doesn't make us to be selfish. He doesn't make us to look at our own benefits, but how us being in a healthy state, how us being sober minded, right? How us being in the spirit, how us being motivated, how us being all of these, how do I explain it? All of these just like high level attributes, how they help us. When you think about the Proverbs 31 woman, everything that she was doing, I'm sure benefited her, but it also benefited those around her. The finances that she was bringing in, the meals that she would cook, the things that she was creating, it helped her family, it helped her neighborhood, it helped her community. You give him a full yes with your heart, not just verbally, not even just physically, but with your heart, how he will just literally catapult you. So I'm excited to go vlogging and showing you guys what I've been up to. And I really, really, really just pray, if you feel like you are a person who was once delivered from depression, you know that you don't really deal with depression no more. You know you don't feel that spirit around you, right? A lot of people talk about discernment, and the word talks about the gift of discerning spirits. You're able to discern spirits. So you're able to discern that spirit ain't what's around you no more. But yet you're still feeling the side effects of it, the trauma of it. Let's walk through this journey and the healing of this. You can reach me, like I said, via social media. Our ministry does have 6 a.m. prayer that we do Monday through Friday. If you would like to join on, hit your girl up. We're going to cover each other in prayer, and we going to move forward in the Lord. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.